Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Our Warp World. We are actually on Season 2, Episode 4. It's unbelievable. We've gone all kinds. I'm really happy with where we're going and what we've been doing. It's a lot of fun. But this week, Andrea, how the heck are you? How has life been? What's been going on? If you don't know, Andrea is now our permanent sit-in. So give it up for Miss Andrea. You know, she is, yay! So she is now permanent. So we're very excited to have her on. Thank you, Jim. Shout out for you to start this whole Our Warp World. We appreciate it, and hopefully we can build on that legacy right over there, Perkins.
I'm here for it.
All right. So what have you been up to? Anything? We haven't seen each other in about 3 weeks.
I know. Let's see. I've been working like crazy at Cycle Bar, just trying to.
For those who don't know who a Cycle Bar is,
it is an premium indoor cycling studio.
Premium.
Well, yeah, it's premium, but it's located right here in Gilbert, so I work there, and I've been trying to ride like crazy because eventually my goal is to become a cycle instructor.
Nice,
so,
kick ass, good.
Yeah, so I've been working on that and working at the ortho, and
dating life pretty good, going all right.
Dating life as
we're gonna ask every week. That's what we're doing now. So yeah, dating life's okay.
Dating life's okay. Talking to some peeps.
All right. That's all you can ask. That's about it. So good. Glenn, how about you, Glenn? Let's hear it for Glenn, everybody. He is now our contributing executor to here. He is actually going to be coming on more than the normal people. I don't know if we're going to do every 2 weeks or every month for you. You haven't decided on that yet, but you're welcome back as much as you have. So he's now a contributing editor to Our Warp World. So
Ed McMahon.
What has been going on with you for the last 2 or 3 weeks? You weren't on the last show. You actually took you had some car issues.
Car trouble.
Yeah. So.
Oh my gosh, you guys. You could be like McMahon and Ric Flair.
On what?
From
Ric
WWE.
Flair.
Uncle Mark is definitely Ric Flair.
Vince McMahon.
Vince McMahon
I
and
wanna
Ric
tell
Flair. And you're Ric Flair.
Oh, all right, good.
That's you guys. We're getting T-shirts.
Okay.
You should be like Stone Cold.
No, I'm Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Exactly. Oh,
Oh,
God.
wow.
Whatever. You're, what's her name? Stephanie McMahon.
Oh, man.
So, but anyway, you're almost done with your house. Your backyard, you're going through a whole renovation back there. You're almost done. And when's the party for everybody? Tell the date. So
It's been an ordeal. It's going to be finished in the next week or two. So the party's officially Labor Day. Give us a little time to settle in.
we can have some pre-parties before, though, can't we? Every now and then.
I might allow it.
All right, now I'm going to let nice. I wouldn't be invited. My wife would. That's Christina, and all the girls would be over there. So, and now our contributing person today, our guest on the spot, Aaron. How are you, Aaron?
Woo!
Doing great. Happy to be here.
We are happy to have you on. Aaron today is going to be talking about trains and everything and why he won't fly and a lot about it. In fact, everything about Amtrak and all the other trains that he's been taking. It's actually a pretty cool story. You guys right there might think, oh, God, that he lost me. But don't, because he's got some great stories on how this is going to work. But, Aaron, why don't you tell everybody how I know you, what we're doing, introduce yourself.
Well, I have known Mark for a number of years now. He actually married me to my wife. And by the way, the question about the
I'm glad he clarified that it's his wife.
Yeah. How do you...
The question about who you're dating, you said that's going to be a regular thing. Are you also going to ask me about that?
Or if you want, sure. Whoever you're dating, we'll bring that up all day long.
I was thinking that would be a little bit awkward for you to ask me.
It'd be kind of cool if you
I'm already
answered
married.
it. If you answered it, Angela.
Don't be shy.
Yeah, don't. So.
If you want to go that direction with this show, we'll have time for that.
Oh, we go every direction in Our Warp World. That's why it's called that. So, but anyways, so Aaron, explain to us what you're going to talk about today. What's going to go on? What's in your headset? Just explain exactly what we're going to talk about today.
So I'd like to talk about traveling cross country on Amtrak versus flying.
Which before I got to preface this, before I even met, I didn't even know this was a thing. I knew Greyhound, and that's how stupid I was. I knew in the old days, of course, you took railroads across the country, but I really wasn't sure if the man was still there and Amtrak was in business until
It's a West Coast versus East Coast thing. Because there's a lot of train service out there, but West Coast, no, I hear.
Wow. And so now you will not fly.
So let's go back about 14 or 15 years. I was on a plane traveling with my ex-wife, who was my wife at the time, to go on my first cruise out of Florida. And we were not that far from landing, and I got a very anxious feeling, a panicky, full-on, almost anxiety attack. And I have flown for years since I was younger and had no issues at all. And it was very uncomfortable. So after that trip, I got a prescription for Xanax, and that worked for every flight for the next about 4 years. And then even that wasn't really enough.
So really, it's really only been you want like the last 10 then, because 15 years, so and then the 4, so about 10, 11 years are what you won't fly. And is
Correct.
it just the fear of going down, the fear of being
Excellent question. Yeah. No, nothing to do with that. It's claustrophobia.
Okay. No, that's where I was going to go next.
At the end of the flight, you then realize that the claustrophobia was setting.
The feeling was so new. I wasn't sure what was causing it, but I knew it was a problem.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
And so the very next flight that I took, I experienced it again, and that's when I went to a doctor, got prescription Xanax. That worked for a while, and then that didn't work.
Okay, so that was the way to say why you want to. That's perfect for what you wanted to talk about with why you take the train. Now
Correct.
This man is what do they call aficionado? You're like a train aficionado because he is now going to go in. There's actually interesting stories of his train rides across country, guys. It's great.
So I've taken Amtrak now round trip from Flagstaff, Arizona to just outside Chicago. Round trip 4 or 5 times.
Okay.
Really?
And so you can't even pick it up in Phoenix.
That's correct. If you want to go to Chicago or the surrounding areas, the train you want to take that's the most direct goes from LA to Chicago every day, but it does not come through Phoenix. So if you live in Phoenix or the area like we do, you got to get up to a Flagstaff and pick it up there.
Is that because they just go on a direct line? It's just boom, and that's the direction they got to go?
They took the service out.
No.
Yeah.
The reason why, I don't know the reasons why there are a lot of stops on this route that are in very small, unpopulated towns.
Right, because the normal person is going to go, so I'd like maybe to do it once, check it out. But I'm not going to now take 3-hour ride to get to Flagstaff from here to pick it up from there. And then take another 3. To me, that's I think to a lot of people, it's got to be a hell of a train ride, man. It's got to. Would you do it? I mean,
a train station in Maricopa, so you can go from there to LA or east all the way to New Orleans.
Okay, cool.
So it's
correct. But that's not you would not want to go there if you wanted to go the fastest way to Chicago.
Correct. Yeah, that's the southern route.
It's a different route.
Yeah. So what do you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about pricing? Do you want to talk about how it works? What do you now start? Everyone's going to want to know how much it's going to cost, where you could go, what you do. Yeah, I think everybody's kind of interested in pricing. So where do you want to start with this, Aaron? Where is ground zero when you're booking a trip?
Correct. Okay, so since I haven't flown since a year or two before COVID, I don't even know what a round trip ticket is from Phoenix to Chicago. But back when I first started taking Amtrak, it's roughly the same. And some people think that it should be cheaper, but it's pretty much the same.
Okay. And what was the last time you paid for it, though? How much was it? Can I ask? For the round trip.
It's $138 each way. So
on the train?
270, 275.
Oh, that's
how long is the train trip?
Well, glad you asked. According to Amtrak, one way is supposed to be 31 and a half hours. However,
Damn.
it is rarely on time. There are many causes for delays. One that you might not think of is that Amtrak does not own the actual rails. The freight train companies do. So
Really?
when they meet at a juncture, Amtrak has to come to a full stop and wait for freight trains, and that happens several times.
That sounds awful. that sounds awful. Okay,
Yeah.
so you're on, how many hours are you? You've done it enough times now. What's the average time for you?
So when they say 31 and a half hours, it could be you might arrive. I think twice it was on time, and I've taken this trip 4 to 5 times round trip. So the latest it ever was 7 hours. So I lost half a day of my vacation. But
So
that was the
38
worst.
hours.
Okay, but
It was
wait a
7
second.
hours late.
You have to.
Oh, and this is great. You want to know why I was 7 hours late? When I got on the train in Flagstaff, it was already 2 hours late because the engine car, the car in the very front, the whole engine car,
The coal.
broke down.
It's a key, Ed.
It broke down between LA and Flagstaff. They had to put a new one on, which the top speed was 15 miles an hour slower than the one that broke down. So we knew the whole way to Chicago we were going to lose even more time. So you take that plus all the delays, and they added up to 7 hours.
You know what? I would not think Amtrak's going to hire you as a spokesperson. I could be wrong, but I mean,
You might be onto
It's
something.
early days.
I don't know. And I don't know if when you go for the interview, maybe you don't want to lead with that. Maybe you want to start with something else.
So let me get this straight. You don't fly airplanes because you're claustrophobic, but you will get on a train that frequently breaks down and takes up hours and hours of your time?
That's a good point.
Well, you know what?
I
People
agree.
have asked me about that too, because I can't control the train. When it starts, when it stops, that's up to the engineers and the conductors. But for some reason, it's different. One of the things is you never have to be in your assigned seat. Once you check in and they know what your stop's going to be,
It's willy-nilly.
You
It's
never-
like Willy Wonka's chocolate
my God,
factory of
you're
trains.
you never have to be in your assigned seat.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, that's a
Yeah, shit's
You know
wild.
what? Fuck my time.
Yeah.
I don't have to sit in
Alright.
my assigned seat.
Somebody might come up and be
No.
like, and you go, fuck
It's
you.
anarchy.
I'm sitting here.
I paid for a middle, but bitch, I got a window.
I and in.
Now,
Like-
let's get to the actual seats. There are no middle seats like airplanes. There's an aisle down the middle, 2 on the left, 2 on the right, no middle seat. They recline further than a first class seat on an airplane.
They have to because your ass is going to go.
There
sore
are
'cause you're on there
multiple
longer.
adjustments to where you can almost be laying fully reclined. So they
Again.
They
are
should have a goddamn
quite
32-inch
comfortable.
TV in front of me.
Should
while
be
I'm
sponsored by
fucking doing this.
Gold Boss.
Yeah.
They should provide me a free pillow and blanket for taking
Yes.
so much of my
It would
time.
be
Well,
wrong.
that was my main question. 31 hours. What the heck are you doing?
well,
I die.
Wow.
One thing that's not so good is there are no TVs and no internet, no Wi-Fi.
What about showers?
What? No Wi-Fi.
I will get to
God,
that in a
Amtrak
moment.
loves this ad. Amtrak just loves this ad.
And book today.
It's depressing.
Well, let's get to the fun part.
Yeah, let's get
So-
to the fun.
Yeah, I think we should.
I mean, this wasn't the fun part.
You're kidding me, okay?
The train
So you
moves.
never have to be in your assigned seat. And you might think, well, what are you going to do? Walk around the aisles? No. So in the middle of the train is what's called the observation car. It is solid windows both sides of the train, and
That's
half
observation
of the
in
ceiling.
quotes.
Now you sound
Are-
like an ad. Now you
are
sound like a
windows.
train ad. Now you do. Okay.
There are little seats, couches, cocktail stands, all facing out both sides of the train.
Sex areas?
To those
That's
are
my
not
kind of train.
provided.
Nah, damn.
That is part of the observation.
I would think so too. I don't know.
So,
What else am I going
actually,
to do for 31 hours?
Right.
That'll take up 6 minutes, 42 seconds.
Yeah, what am I going to do the other 30 hours?
Yeah, I mean,
45
damn.
minutes.
so except for when I'm sleeping, I spend the majority of my time in the observation car and not in my assigned seat.
So 31 hours, how much you sleeping? 16 of it? So you're killing 15 hours between the 31 hours.
No, when you're in coach, you don't sleep that much.
You have to
Wait,
sleep
I thought
sitting
you
up.
got the recliners. And
Yeah,
the,
I thought you
and
just said
it
the
goes
recliners
further
go
in the
way
back than
back.
an airplane.
If you
That
want
is
to
true.
miss all the fun, then yeah, go to sleep.
Now, are there
But-
different classes, like on the Titanic? Is there different?
Now, there are different classes. The sleeper cars are in the front of the train. There's, I don't know,
Is
one
that like
or
first
two
class?
sleeper cars. There's different sleeping options. And
How?
for the
Yeah, how
first-
much is that though? How much
for the
extra?
first time this August, my wife and I are going to be taking the roomette, which is the smallest of the sleeper cars,
Wow.
one way. So possible
Wow.
follow-up
Whoa.
edition.
Hey.
Possible
Hey,
follow-up
all right.
edition.
That's awesome. Okay.
So
Privacy.
let's get to the sleeper cars.
Oh.
They keep the sleeper car people separate from us riffraff and coach, and they separate us by the dining car.
You
The
sound like
dining
you're
car-
doing a protest that you're
is in the
mad
middle.
about that.
That's like that
That's
one
how it
movie.
works.
Yeah.
Snowpiercer.
Yes, it is Snowpiercer.
If you have a sleeping car accommodation, you have access to the sleeper car people only bathrooms and a shower. It's a showers available for sleeping car people only. Plus, and this is quite a savings here, if you are in a sleeper car in the dining car, your breakfast, lunch, and dinner is all included with that ticket price.
Ooh,
How is the food?
hey.
The
What?
Hey.
The food is pretty good. I wouldn't say it's an excellent value, but remember, you're traveling on a moving train, so the price is the price.
May vary.
Sure.
It's
Depending
fair.
on day you travel.
I would call it
Restrictions apply.
fair, but not. It's not like an incredible value, but you have
Please
another
have AARP
dining.
card ready.
You have another dining option
He just
for
gave me a
us
dirty look.
riffraff who are in coach. On the first level is what they call the cafe. Now, the cafe is a glorified snack bar. But remember, you're on a moving train, which goes top speeds between 50 and 90 miles an hour. We can get to the speed of it later if you guys would like. So in the cafe,
I can't wait.
the cafe is a snack bar which has all the snacks you could think of, plus a few microwavable things like slice of pizza, frozen hamburger, ramen noodles, mac and cheese.
So then you get at a convenience store.
And they also have beer, wine, and spirits in the cafe. There's a few tables down there and a bathroom and the cafe, which, like I said, is a fancy, glorified snack bar.
Price is
But
decent.
the prices are very fair. They are fair.
Beer, how much are they?
Premium beer is $7.50 or $8. Domestics like Bud Light, Coors Light is $4.
Okay, and to be honest with you, why would this stop you from not taking your car, seeing the country?
No. I agree on the train.
Okay,
Who
I'm
wants
just
to drive
asking.
that
That's what
shit?
I'm just asking.
Oh,
so
I have driven this trip 4 times round trip in rental cars. Maybe you didn't know that.
and you prefer
So,
train?
I prefer Amtrak. Yeah, the time if you take one hotel stay in the middle, the time works out about the same. So the train is the same time, and it's more fun, and it's less hassle.
I have 2 questions.
Go.
Why Chicago?
Did you just have a stroke? What the heck what the hell just happened there? No, it's always the microphone.
always the
It's-
mic,
it's
never the
you.
talent.
It's always the mic's fault. Okay.
Never the
Damn
talent.
Chicago.
Anyways, we don't need a doctor, right? You're okay. So continue on that.
I believe you
Wow.
said, why Chicago?
Why Chicago?
That's where I'm from. That's where my family still is. And that's where we get off the train and get in the car. And
Speaking
go
of getting
to
off,
Wisconsin,
where do people have sex?
fishing.
Where does that happen? In what cars?
Well,
What goes on?
observation
now
car.
you need to start. You're saying the tech. I want to know some of the stories now that people want to
The
hear.
only option for that is if you have a sleeper car.
But you haven't seen any freaky deaky shit going on in your coach place thing.
So sleeper car is a must for.
Oh,
any
you're gonna have
freaky
sex
out.
in it for you.
No.
Gonna absolutely. But nothing freaky going
You
on.
you might find this interesting. They have some promotional posters in the observation car.
So yeah, what is some of the weird things that you? Glenn had a couple questions on what you might have seen. That's a little risque.
Is it true? Do the freaks come out at night on the train?
Well, in coach, in the observation car, in the cafe, which are the only places on the train I'm able to go, no.
So there's no even freaks to look at.
Well,
I mean, do people get what time they serve beer to or whatever? Is it 24/7?
the cafe opens promptly at 6 a.m. and almost everybody just starts drinking coffee, and it closes at night right around 10.
So
10
there's
at
no
night.
boozing hour. There's no like hookups happening here.
There's no happy hour like between 5 and 7 at the thing where you get
Happy hour in quotes.
They do not.
Happy
They
hour.
do not have happy hour, but the cafe is open from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. except for when the one employee that mans that station goes on their meal breaks.
So will we get an update when you use the sleeper car?
Yeah, I
Will
wanna
there be
know- yeah.
sexy time sleeper car possibilities?
I would love to come back and be a guest and compare the roomette
No, we
accommodations
want to know what happened.
and what happens in the roomette.
Yes, that's what
hey,
we want.
what happens in the roomette
Stays in the room, man.
Broad strokes. Pun intended.
Yeah,
you
but
know.
it's yes.
So let's get back to what actually
Let's
happens.
get back to yes. Let's
on
get
this-
Anywho,
So
yeah, hit us with a couple of good stories here, Aaron. You got anything that might be of
Yeah.
interest?
yes, I do.
help.
So you might find it interesting to know that there is a high percentage of Amish people on this train trip and Boy Scouts.
Kinky.
My first.
Now we're talking our
I can't wait
world.
to hear
Yeah,
these
now
sex stories.
Now I want to hear them.
That was not the demographic I was expecting, folks.
So there are a lot of Amish people because
Do you know-
due
okay.
to their
Yeah, how
religious
would you
belief,
spot the Amish folk?
due to their it's quite obvious.
Well, they wear Quaker hats and shit, don't they?
They
With the giant Q?
Yeah. Well, I bet you some have a
No, they do.
So, from what I can tell, due to their religious beliefs, they are not able to fly, but they can take a train. And I asked a teenage Amish
Yeah.
boy.
His name was Billy.
I asked him
Oh my gosh.
why that is.
Have
Why
you
they
seen
don't.
gladiator movies?
Sorry.
I asked him why they don't fly, and he said, "I don't know. That's just what we always have done." He didn't even know,
It's
and he
got to
was
be the
Amish.
electronics, no?
It's got to be because they're not allowed to
Well,
use
but
it.
there's
Trains are
electronics in
electronic.
trains. This is a good point.
Because I would think they're only allowed to take a horse and buggy.
Yeah, that's the old school. The
That
horse
is
and
old
buggy.
school.
They could probably take a ship too.
So
Yeah, well, there's a lot of electronics on
Ooh.
it, but that's a good call on the ship.
Ooh, but what about a nuclear submarine? Is that too far?
No.
It's
that's
too
too much
fancy.
yeah.
That's way too much.
Okay, so
technology.
So
My bad.
that's why
Yeah.
there's a lot
sit over
of
there, go ahead and
Amish
look pretty.
people on Amtrak. Now, the Boy Scouts, the
No,
number
the
one
Boy Scouts.
Boy Scout jamboree camp is in.
How many Boy Scouts are we talking on a?
Okay,
Like a
one
Michael
trip-
Jackson level
One,
of Boy
one
Scouts?
trip, there were
How many Boy
Okay,
Scouts
hold
is
on,
too
hold
many
on.
Boy Scouts?
Hold on. Yes. Hold
Depends who
on.
you're asking.
I wish I had a boo button right now.
During the summer travel months, they travel to northern New Mexico, where they have the biggest Boy Scout camp in the whole country. So one trip, they made an announcement that 80 Boy Scouts were just getting off the train. And if you're wondering if they depleted the food in the cafe, you are correct. There was no more mac and cheese, no more cup of noodles. They cleared out about a third of all the food. 80 Boy Scouts.
So when does it restock? He's bitter.
Yeah, you said this is like the worst part of the trip, I think, for you.
So wait, when did they restock the food? Was that it to Chicago?
They didn't. That's why he's so
31
pissed.
hours to get one stocking?
Yeah, you don't get a stock? You don't get a restock?
You know,
Well, they weren't.
There's
got
got to be boxes down below.
Wait
don't-
a second.
I
There's
don't
gotta be
know
a restock.
about the restocking. It's not much. In 31 hours.
Did you ever get mac and cheese again on that trip?
6 to 10
Well,
p.m.
I've done this.
That's 16
trip.
hours a day you're open.
Oh, you might find this interesting.
Why do you? I love
I
that
don't-
you keep putting your finger in the air.
I don't buy.
To the moon.
I don't buy
To the
much food.
windows.
To the moon.
I don't buy much food in the cafe. You are allowed to bring a cooler with your own non-alcoholic beverages and food. So I pack my own snacks, sandwiches. I'm self-sufficient.
Now we're
However,
getting the pro tips.
You sneak shit on.
I've done this so many times. I know that Amtrak employees cover your ears.
Now we're getting the good shit.
Yeah, come on. What do they do?
Yeah, what's this about?
They carry a brand of wine called Line 39, and they have a specific bottle that is exactly 2 glasses. So it's like a mini bottle, but smaller than a single serve. It's 2 glasses. So someone, if they wanted to, could buy one and then keep that and wash it and reuse it. And then the people on the train that work there might think that you bought it, but you just brought it on with your own wine.
Appearance's sake.
So you just get the glass, drink it at your seat, and refill it back up with the bottle you got
Could
in your
you
thing.
do that with cocktails, I wonder? Could you bring
So-
like some vodka and then fill up a cup?
I've kind of taken it a step further. Now that I have multiple of those bottles that they sell on the train, I fill up a couple of them, and when I get on the train, I do buy one of theirs, and I drink that. But I go back to my coach seat in my backpack and get a refill, and they think I'm nursing that same one that I bought, but it lasts me 31 hours because I got 3 of them.
Oh,
It's a classy touch.
That is a classy touch. Very nice. I'll give you
Always thinking.
that's
Always
yeah,
thinking.
Yeah, I got it.
This is what we're here for.
We want to be
These
informative.
pro tips.
We want to make sure that we give
Right.
you the best way to travel across
This
country.
is a true homie hookup right here.
This is a homie hookup.
This
So
is a
like
homie
water
hookup.
bottles, I could see all sorts of possibilities for this.
They don't check. You're not wound. Are you at the obviously security? They're not just if you have you can't bring a gun on a train. Well, I guess it's
Minimal security though, right?
You can't bring a gun on
Very
a regular
minimal
Very
security.
minimal.
There's no. Well, if you wanted to bring a gun, there's no metal detectors like an airport. You could have anything in your backpack, your luggage. They
It's
don't know.
America. I can bring my gun
I
wherever
guess so,
want
but
to.
you would think.
America.
Well, there was that incident in France where that guy was, attacking people on. They made a movie about it.
Oh, that classic incident in France.
Yeah, that classic incident. No, he was on.
no
Seriously,
clue.
that there was a terrorist who brought, and these 3 guys tackled him. Blah blah blah. It's a whole other thing. But I would think that there's got to be some sort of security that you can't just bring anything.
It's minimal,
Gun,
Mark. It's not.
knife.
It's not planes. I'll agree. It's
They-
very minimal.
There is no security checkpoint like when you fly.
To me, that's weird. It's how
See,
fool.
that's why the tickets are so cheap.
And I guess so. I mean, it's.
Your wheels are turning
Attention,
here.
They are.
Terrorists
I'm kind
everywhere.
of shocked
Close
at
your
that.
ears.
And I mean, to me, it's a scenario that's doomed.
But
I
you know
mean,
what's
it's something-
weird for me is like, why
Doomed.
wouldn't they have more security?
like
Don't
it.
they see
I like
all
it.
those movies where everybody gets bombed on a train?
but
Yeah,
nothing's
they-
happening on
Like,
these trains.
Everybody gets bombed on a train. Why isn't there more security?
All right, so I want to go into
You got to wait for it to happen.
a couple
I say.
questions we're all going to have now. So, A, how full are these trains?
Great question.
Well,
What's the
they
demographic
they do
like?
they do sell out. If you want to do the trip that I always do, Flagstaff, Arizona, Chicago, if you wait 2 or 3 weeks before when you want to go, it's sold out. The most popular times, an employee told me this, is the summer months.
Everybody
because
take notes.
families going to vacate, and then the holidays like Thanksgiving, Christmas, the winter fall holidays, and the summer months. That's when it's the train. It is. There's no more tickets available during those months.
Okay.
So let's get to.
Okay, no. Wait a second. He had a question about demographics, and I had a question about more or less. Let's go demographics because that might answer my question. So let's go demographics.
Well, they have. I think this was my first or second trip on Amtrak. They had a promotional poster in the observation car. By the way, the observation car, that's what I call the living room of the train. It's a giant living room.
Would you take a date on there?
Great question.
If she was into trains, yeah, hell yeah.
I mean, is it romantic at night? Do you go by? I mean, if you're
It
in the
doesn't
observation
sound
room,
romantic.
I
gotta
know, but
say.
I'm hoping it is. You
It
bring
could
your
be.
free booze and you're sitting in the observation.
If you saw
Right.
some of the scenery in the observation car, and you might think differently.
Are you allowed to sleep in the observation car? Is there seats there?
Can you break out a blanket? Can you get a little risque in the observation
Well,
car?
now these are some of the finer points that a first-time traveler probably wouldn't figure out. You can sleep in the observation car and fully lay down sort of across the seats, which is fully laying down as opposed to your very reclining coach seat, but not laying down. Those are the finer points. I think we'll save that for the follow-up.
The follow-up
after
episode of Trains Not Planes. So.
You're not getting that juicy
Yeah.
stuff yet. Hang on, America.
Let's get to the amount of stops. From Flagstaff, Arizona to Chicago, there are, I believe it's between 30 and 33 stops.
Really?
Some of the stops are called a fresh air / smoke break. That means you are
Fresh
allowed.
air / smoke break.
That's
Let's just pick that
exactly
one
what they
apart.
call them.
Smoke if you
Fresh
got 'em.
air /
If not,
smoke
enjoy
break.
that fresh
That
air.
is an oxymoron.
Yeah, like-
Say
Which
that
means you are allowed to get off and get fresh air, or get off and puff whatever
Pollute the
you
air?
whatever you want to puff.
So
or just,
once an
just
hour?
get off. Or just
That's like
get
once
off.
an hour on a
Amen.
30-hour trip. That's a lot.
Some of the stops are D-train and getting on the train stops, and there's always an announcement. They may say this is going to be a very fast stop, only for
That's what I tell Ollie.
people D-training and getting on the train.
Okay, gotcha on that. So,
So the two longest stops are safety stops and crew changes. On that trip, it's in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and Kansas City. Those stops are 45 minutes to an hour 10.
now, so I'm just asking, instead of flight attendants, are there train attendants? Do they come around and like flight attendants on planes?
There are various attendants on the plane. There are conductors, engineers, and the people that check the tickets, who's getting on,
Ticket checker.
who's getting off. They want to make sure no one's missing their stop. Then you got the cafe in the dining car, the kitchen staff. But as far as like, if you mean like a flight attendant on a train,
At Christmas time,
No.
is it like the Polar Express?
You can't sit in your coach seat and order something and have them bring it to you. No.
Have you
doesn't work
ever
like that.
gone on it on a festive time? Like I was making fun. At the Polar Express, you go around 4th of July and they decorate like the old time trains, vote for me, I'm Truman. And they keep on going from town to town.
No, the employees are far too busy to decorate for the seasons.
Okay, well,
No.
that's what I'm asking. I didn't
They're
know.
probably busy replenishing the snacks that all the Amish show.
Yeah, that's what yeah, exactly.
Boy Scouts.
Oh, all the
Yeah.
Boy Scouts.
Now,
Clarification.
let's get back to these two 45-minute to an hour and 10 stops I talked about.
No.
The big one Albuquerque, New Mexico is a stop where there's a grocery store 1.5 blocks away. It's called the Silver Street Market. And they do make an announcement that if you would like to quickly walk there, get what you want quickly, and quickly walk back to the train, that is acceptable. If you miss the train, you miss the train. They do not wait for anybody.
Like a cruise trip or a cruise liner, yeah.
Yeah, cruise. Yeah.
Now, I have timed myself from the first step off the train to walking into the Silver Street Market. I can make it in 1 minute 45 seconds.
With no problem.
Wait. 1 minute, 45 seconds?
You ever seen me speed walk?
I really
that's
don't
a lot
know
of
if I
time to
want
shop.
to. That is.
I thought you were going to say like 15 minutes, like we had to hustle it.
Well,
If you've ever seen me speed walk, it looks
do
really
the whole?
funny
The big
and ridiculous, but I move.
Okay. Well, 1 minute 45. Is it a
So-
record?
So what's the snack of choice in the market, though?
It's a full-on
5, 6,
grocery store.
Tan,
It's a
blonde,
fake
full.
tits. Oh, everyone heads straight to the
Great
deli.
call.
Okay,
Everyone,
so there's
everybody goes to the deli.
continue because I want to know
Great
why.
So-
the
Deli,
You might
huh?
find this is a pretty good story. So one time there was, let's get back to the Amish.
John,
It always comes back to
that
the
it does.
Amish.
What is it?
It's always the Amish.
There was a very nice gentleman, and I can tell after they made that announcement about the Silver Street Market stop in Albuquerque, he looked to his wife, and I don't know if they were kids or his grandkids, and I could tell they were discussing if they want to try to make that and not miss the train. So since I've done this before, I'm
You
kind of
took
an
the
Amtrak
Amish under your
regular.
wing.
I said, hey, if you would like to come with me,
Just like
walk
Kingpin.
with me, I'll show you how to get there fast.
Come, Amish people, walk with me.
And
Like
not,
Amish Jesus.
and not miss the train.
Part of the salt of the earth.
Oh my God, he's our leader.
Look at his hair.
He accepted, and I said, okay, but you got to walk
Accepted.
fast because when I walk, I move. I am moving. And
We'll
he
do
looked at his
anything
wife,
for you, Amish
and
Jesus.
his wife nodded.
We need video recreation of this walk. This is key for the episode. I'm
When
telling
that
you, America.
train stopped, I said, you, and I looked at his whole family. I said, you guys stick with me.
You
Let's
goddamn
go.
son of a bitches, you better be behind me.
And
when I
his
walk.
wife,
let him
and
go.
his wife nodded. She was about this tall.
Perfect size,
for
zigzag.
our audio only listeners. She was maybe 4 foot
Blowjob
10.
size.
She
Just
was
think of
nowhere
blowjob
near
size.
5 feet.
Well, you want to?
And she looked up at me and she said, she nodded.
Oh, there it is. There's the walk,
That's the
America.
walk. That's the
The dog
walk.
was
That
excited.
paid off.
We need to
She-
set that to music.
They-
Come on, baby.
That is this week's TikTok.
Wait,
folks.
you guys, I just
They-
need to know. Did you make it?
Oh, plenty of time
With
to
plenty
spare.
of time.
The
Oh,
family,
he says.
the family
And that-
thanked me.
I spend
family
time with
thing.
that Amish couple every year now. They love me. You're their leader.
We exchange Christmas cards.
Yes, we have wait. We have questions.
She's wondering if you're talking about
people
Jewish
of the
people
Jewish
instead of
Jewish
Amish people.
who braid their hair specifically
But I-
is what she's asking.
I agree that
Orthodox Jews.
Yes,
They-
the
they were
Orthodox Jews are allowed to do their hair. So
breaking news, I believe, Mark.
I'm fucking dying.
Those are Orthodox Jewish.
well, we're allowed to ask questions. They're good. Okay, all right. Let's go to the second question.
Let's.
Have we
So,
answered?
are we sure they are Amish? Are you confident in the Amishness of these people?
I've had multiple discussions with them. They're very nice. They are well versed on a variety of subjects. Yes.
Are
Have
you
you
Amish?
seen the Amish ID? Have you been official with
Are
it?
you Amish now?
Have you been paid by the Amish?
That wasn't a no.
She's
Yeah,
right.
This is
Aaron,
great.
she's right.
Yeah.
You did not say no on that.
You kind of gave a side shrug with a little.
Like, I didn't think they were going to ask me that.
Yeah,
What do I
like-
say? I'm not allowed to lie. I'm Amish.
Are you with the Amish Council?
You're right.
I
We'll
feel
come
like
back
this is
to
a
this,
knock-knock
Holly.
joke
It's a
coming.
fair question.
Why can't Amish people fly? Because
Well, I believe earlier we touched
did.
on
We
that.
talked. All right. Well, thank you. Okay. So we got that. All right. So let's get it. So we got to start.
Love it.
More questions here, Andrea. Pop one at our guy over here. Come on.
Pop a question on
we're,
over.
we're at the question and answer part of this
Throw
now.
one
We're
on
at the
over there.
Q&A.
No
this
pressure.
whole time I was thinking about this.
This
because,
one time at band camp.
No, I've been thinking about this whole time because I may or may not have partaking in a little cannabis before this episode.
You always do. That's why it's
But-
our warp world.
But did they give you the recipe for Amish friendship bread?
Amish friendship bread.
It's amazing.
I've
And I
never
just keep
heard of
thinking
it.
about it.
How did the Amish are everywhere for God's sakes? Where did all the Amish come from?
I will
Yes.
confirm she is high with that question.
Yeah, yes, ladies and gentlemen.
Listen, next time you talk to the Amish,
You get the friendship bread.
get
That's
the
it.
friendship bread.
Would you be able to get an Amish person that takes the train with you on the show?
That's kind of a tall order.
okay,
but
no.
I think I could do it.
I think we
wait,
could do
wait,
it.
wait.
Now
Just
that
tell
would be a show.
No,
we
that would
just
be
tell
a
them. All right, guys,
Interview an
we're moving.
Amish person on the train. While you're on the train, record an interview.
We can do that. We have a mobile unit where we would put you on the train and you would be like
I
the
love
traveling guy.
We get you a couple
Done.
beers.
Done.
Would you
Amish
do that?
interview.
You
Yeah.
would talk about the cafe. You would go, this is where the Boy Scouts freaking clean us out. Remember when I talked to you about that? And you would interview people on the train when you would go, and I would give you a mobile unit, and you would take this with you on the train. You up for that?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, everybody. Aaron,
Guys, stay tuned for our man in the field. We're going to make this happen,
Listen.
guys.
Are
We're
we
really-
sure that's
Aaron.
not clergy and that's Amish
we
people?
are going to make this
Listen.
happen. I think that is the best way to end this episode. We're going to come back and we're going to play a game, but we're holding you to that.
That's a
We
cliffhanger,
are-
folks.
Aaron,
Yeah, we are
thank
going to
you so
hold
much
you
The
to
for
sleep
giving us
at
all
Hey,
this
Amish
everybody,
interview.
give it up for Aaron, man. He's great. Aaron, you got to stick around and play our game. We got a fun game we always play with our guests. You going to stick around?
Absolutely. Looking
Kick
forward
ass.
to it.
All right. All right, everybody, we are back. You know how we always do this, our Warp World clan. We always end the game on end the night on a cool little game, and tonight is no different. So tonight we are playing for. Where's the hat? We have a prize.
Ooh,
Look at this,
prize.
everybody! Oh my goodness, I'm like Bob Barker.
Hold on.
I am. Yes.
I would have said Steve Harvey, but
Steve,
go on.
okay, I will live with it. Anyways, so that is our new prize that we're going to whoever gives time. Now, so today we are actually going to play a game that is going to be called Restaurant, Gay Bar, or Strip Club. So I'm going to give you the name of a place, and you are going to tell me if it's a real restaurant, a strip club, or a gay bar.
How do we
All
ring
right.
in?
First 1 to 5, we'll go. No, I'm going to just go around. So
Oh,
first 1 to
it's round
5.
robin.
He's either right or wrong, and then I will say the real answer, and we will go
Who's
around.
keeping score?
I am, and our groupies can over
Hey,
there. They're,
groupies, you
know.
got to be the. Phoebe's here for it. Aren't
All
you,
right.
little mama, baby angel, perfect?
So let's start. Are you ready? So we're going to start with Aaron because you are our
The
guest
guest
host
first.
tonight. Here we go.
Yeah, God, we
Are
don't
you
wanna
ready?
hear it.
Here we go. So is
I am.
it a restaurant? Is it a gay bar or is it a strip club? McWanks.
Aaron.
McWanks. 5 seconds. Do you want to hear it in a sentence?
Restaurant. Restaurant.
Please use it in a
It
sentence.
is a restaurant. Ding, 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 ding. Yes, it's a restaurant. Wow.
Mark likes going to Mick Wayne.
Wow, McWang's is a restaurant. I am, wow, okay.
I wonder if it's Chinese food.
Wow.
Obviously.
All right, Glenn.
Avi.
Glenn, you are up.
All right.
All right. Cockeyes. Cockeyes.
I'm going to go strip club.
Ding, ding, ding. Yes, it is. Wow.
Hey,
Come on, that's a bunch of horse
Oh
shit.
my God, I'm
Nicely
nervous
done,
now. I'm
Glenn.
nervous. I'm
Okay.
nervous.
All right.
So 3 options. What's the 3 options again?
They are real restaurant,
Oh,
gay bar,
shit.
or strip club. Okay, so that's what it
Excellent.
is. All right. So, tie me up.
Later, Mark. Let's.
Tie me up.
I'm sorry, can you use that? Can you use that in a sentence?
Use that in a sentence. Tie me up. 5 seconds.
I would like it in a sentence, please.
You are going to go home and tie me up.
And my options are gay bar, strip club.
Or restaurant.
I'm going to say restaurant.
Yes, it is. Yes. Wow. Wow.
Ding, ding,
Tie
ding,
Me
ding,
Up is
ding.
what it is. It's a Thai restaurant.
Thank
and
you,
it's
thank
spelled
you.
T-H-I, Me Up, and it's separated. So, yes,
Me
So
Tie Me Up is a
score,
restaurant.
Mark.
Okay.
Score check. We are
It
in
is
a triple
everybody
tie.
at, yes. Okay, so we are back
One
at,
1-1.
we're ready. Okay.
What?
I was going to ask for the applause button.
You ready? Dickies.
Applause.
Dickies is a restaurant.
Ding, you are correct, but it is also a strip club, and so I'm not going to give you the answer. You didn't say strip club. I gave you credit. But yes,
wait.
Dickies is a
That would
barbecue.
be a trick question.
Yes, it is, and I'm the host. So,
He's the hostess with the mostest.
Wow.
all right, let's vote.
You know
So
what?
Get the,
You know what,
so
Mark?
Get the,
I'm calling-
Wait. We got to
I'm calling bullshit.
All right, hold on.
this
We're
whole
going to vote
contest.
on this, okay? I was messing. That's how this game is.
All right.
Let's take a vote.
Who thinks that he should get the point?
I'm going to say yes.
That's a bunch of
Ooh.
Who says no?
like Gladiator. No.
Boo!
Fine.
4-2.
He's 2-1. All right, 2-1. He's there.
I was with you. Just
All right.
know I had your back.
Are you ready?
I am.
Cold pitchers and hot catchers.
Oh gosh, I hope it's a gay bar.
Wow. Tell us how you really feel.
Yeah.
I'm going to go restaurant.
And it is a gay bar. Yes, it is a
Thank
gay
you,
bar.
thank
It seemed
you.
too
So
straight.
you
Is
are
that a
you
steal
know.
right there? Good lord.
Wait a second. It's a gay bar that serves beer in
Like-
pitchers.
Pitchers is what you get. Like
Cold
a boner in your-
pitchers, a pitcher or a
Catcher,
catcher.
pitcher.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't-
Now I
Nah,
get it.
yeah. Hold on. Or would I do this?
You do something.
Oh no! Why is everybody barking? Okay, we do have a small. We're a live save animal shelter, so there's 72 dogs here that we're
So
helping.
please donate to
Yes.
555
555 our
Warped World.
Okay, whose turn is it? It is yours.
Andy.
All right, it's so 2-1 to 1.
Yes.
18 holes. 18 holes.
Is either a restaurant or
The
a,
same game we've been playing for 15
Or-
minutes. Gay club or a strip club.
Or what you call six hookers.
I'm gonna say 18 holes is a strip club.
And it's a gay bar. 18
Oh.
holes is a gay bar.
That was my first lie. I hate when I
I
second
thought
guess
that'd be
them.
some kind of golf thing.
All right,
18
are we
holes.
ready? Here we
That
go.
was my favorite.
Aaron,
beers.
big peckers. Big pepper.
Big peckers.
Big
peckers.
peckers.
Big
Yeah,
peckers.
and it's the backies, they go peckas.
Peckers.
Big peckas.
The
It-
big peckers.
It-
Hey,
Can I
that's a
get
nice peck over
bonus
there, bud.
points if I get it right and say it's a restaurant that features chicken?
He is correct. It's a
Oh my God, that is
Yeah,
crazy.
he wants some applause. You can't get
Yeah.
cocky here.
You
I
need
give the
it.
applause. I give the applause. Big peckers is a yes.
Oh my
All
God.
right.
I can't with that shimmy.
All right. Are you ready?
We'll have to clip that.
Are you
I
ready?
wish I recorded
Glenn,
it.
Oh, I'm ready. I'm born ready.
Headhunters.
Oh my gosh, so funny.
Gay bar, strip club, or restaurant?
I hope it's a strip club.
Hmm. Can I have it in a sentence?
Can
You
say-
are getting a headhunter to look for a job.
That really
I'm gonna
narrows
go
it down.
strip club.
No, and it is a gay bar.
Oh, well,
Come
that makes
on.
sense in retrospect,
Headhunters, you're
yeah.
looking for
Yeah.
headhunters.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
come on, you're not good at this game.
Yeah,
man.
you're
All
right.
you're
I
not
would
good
have
at this
guessed gay bar for sure.
game. All right, are you ready? You ready? All right, so it is 3-1 to 1. He can win this thing.
That's good.
Cruising Chubbies.
I'm gonna go restaurant.
And it is a strip club.
Oh!
Come on, Cruising Chubbies. How would you try to get a restaurant with it? I wouldn't even go to a restaurant called Cruising Chubbies.
It's
I wouldn't
based
either.
out of
Why
what,
did I guess
Wisconsin?
that?
Oh my God, that was awful.
Why did I guess
I
that?
know.
Oh my gosh. Fire me now.
All right, Aaron, to go up 4-1. Volcanic eruptions.
Sensual seduction.
What are you whispering out for? There's no cheating in this.
the hell do
He's
I know?
Googling it, for God's sakes.
The Google. Alexa? No, just kidding.
Volcanic eruptions.
I'm going to go with strip club.
It is a strip club. Yes, it
He
is.
is
He
on
just kicks
fire.
Wow, he's up 4-1. This is big, guy. You guys suck at this.
Look
game.
at me.
Okay.
Come
Look
back.
at me.
All right, are
Listen
you
to
ready?
me.
Are you ready, Glenn?
Let's do it.
Shuttle butts.
That is a gay bar.
No, it's a strip club. You guys suck at this. Okay, all right.
I thought for sure.
I'm gonna throw you a softball here, okay? Just to get somebody back in the game. I'm throwing you
Is
a
that a
softball.
euphemism?
You like to throw people
landing
softballs.
strip.
The landing strip. Okay, now that I could have gotten.
Come on.
Strip club.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I was throwing. Finally, you're back in the game.
I'm
It's
back, bitches.
4-1
Aaron.
to 2. Yes. So this is for a hat, dude. Now
Yeah, you all saw that.
this is for
Oh,
the
yeah.
hat. All right. Switch hitters.
Swingers Club.
Sponsored by. Oh. Come to our
It's
Swinger
Double
Club.
Jeopardy.
Switch hitters.
I'm going to go with gay club.
Yes, and we have a
have a
winner. Oh my
winner.
God,
Winner,
that was
winner.
just a domination. Yes, you do win the
Oh,
hat.
he's
You
grabbed
do
the
get-
hat.
yeah,
He's
you-
doing the dance.
Yes,
it's
unbelievable.
quite a dance.
Hold on, let me
Guys, that was an
That-
utter domination
We
by
are unfortunately
Aaron.
getting
Go
that
ahead.
on video
Hit it,
as
hit
well.
it. Oh.
Oh,
there
yeah.
it is.
No, nobody egg that on because that's
Let's
pathetic.
please
That's-
get a TikTok
oh my
of that
God.
pronto.
So yes, you did get the hat. He won. It'll only cost you $12.99 on your way out. But you got that hat. So.
You know what, Aaron?
So, dude, I think we had a great. It was a fun night, don't you guys think? I think that was a fun night.
Always a fun night.
Let's
That was a
always
fun
get.
night.
We got to
Big,
give it up for
round
Aaron.
of
Let's get
applause.
everybody.
Yes,
Aaron.
Nice job,
You know,
Aaron.
Always our, our great host. We have now Andrea full time, and now whatever Glenn is going to want to be, guest contributor, whenever you want to be here,
Guest
brother.
contributor.
You're
It's
here.
classy touch.
Yeah, it is guest contributor.
a classy
It is. That's
touch.
pretty nice. So our groupies, our wives over in the background. It's Holly and it's Christina back there. But guys, so we have a couple
Casino
new
girls.
things that we're rolling out. We're really rolling out some serious stuff. It's going to be big. So we have a new message line. So you guys got it. Yes, exactly. So now we do not care what you guys actually say on the message. We just want you guys to actually just call in and say, hey, it's the message line. And I'm going to give that here in a second as soon as I find it. The other one.
Feedback,
Yes.
jokes.
So I do. It's like it's a great. But here, find it on this phone for me.
Yes.
What our new phone is,
Thank
and
you.
I'll go ahead and edit all this. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and we have a message phone. We want you guys to actually call us. We want you to say, hey, you suck, you guys, whatever. And we're gonna have to edit them because if there we need any weird stuff going on. But call us and leave a message, and that's going to be a lot of fun. Also, we have launched our 3 biggest channels right now as Instagram, Facebook, the Ticker Talker.
The Talker
We
Ticker.
got everything on that. So
Grinder, Bumble, Hinge, you name it, we're there, baby.
Exactly.
It's going to be great. So
Our warped world, you know. Hit that hashtag.
That's how it is. all
Yeah,
the
hit
time.
that hashtag.
Our warped world is all
remixed.
the time. It's
Thick with 2 C's.
Remix. So we're going to
And
actually
another one.
that we need to know what you guys
Nice.
think on that too. If
DJ
you guys
Khaled
like
there.
that, we put like a big old sign in the middle that says remix because we don't want to lose Jim's dedication, and Jim can come on back to our warp world, and,
And
if
then
we
we'll
just put
take off
remix
the
right
remix.
over there.
Then we'd be like, vintage.
Vintage, or it does be vintage,
Vintage.
but it's a number. Okay, so this is big.
Vintage.
This is the first time. This is a reveal.
This
of
is
our
big.
new message line.
Whoa,
okay?
wait.
Oh.
Hold it.
It's going to be legend.
There.
Dare.
There you go. All right. So our new message line, you guys got to call. I don't care if you're from, we have listeners in Albania and everything, so this would be great if they could translate. But it's 480-463-0474. So that again, 480-463-0474. Call today for your free T-shirt now. But we're doing our message phone. What do you guys think of that?
Pretty good, but scary.
It's gonna. I can't wait.
That
to
was a
hear.
little robotic, I gotta say
I
there.
kind of hope that we get to hear some weird people leaving some weird messages.
Oh, yeah. Some feedback would be good.
I hope
Some
my
jokes.
mom. It'd be nice if my mom called. Hi, honey, and see what happened. It'd be kind of cool. But then we're all over Instagram, so we
Mom?
knew we have our new girl Friday co-host Andrea that we're going to be doing live remotes with. Andrea is going to be actually taking all the equipment, going out there, interviewing you. We're going to be sending her to festivals. We're going to be sending her to, well, depending on your donations, we're going to see if we
At
can
555.
Correspondent
at
on the scene.
480. Before you actually can call, you have to donate $1.
Yes.
That's what happens when you actually call on this number.
Text messages and fees rate apply.
Yes. So we're going to go ahead and start getting you to some festivals, go having fun. So there's a lot of fun stuff coming up with our World Remix. So, guys, we love you.
Glad that was
Everybody
our
say
cue.
goodnight. It was fun tonight. Thank you so much. Everybody have
Take
a great
care.
night.
Thanks, everyone.
Good night.